Welcome to part two of my video. Part two of my video, learn Python with Jamin. Okay. Last video we talked of what Python is, how we can use Python, and the rest. Now we're gonna get to it, installing Python on your desktop or laptop. This is for desktop users, those who are using the desktop, take note. For those who I've gotten some requests for the mobile phone version that a lot of people are using mobile phones. So I'm going to create another video for you guys so that you guys would can install show you how to install Python on your mobile phone and use it. Okay. So I'm gonna create subsequent videos for that. So for now you can still follow up, learn a few things on the road. Okay. So how to install Python. To install Python in your system, first, we have to go to the website www.python.org. Now go into that website. Okay, so here's what you do. Just do Python on your any web browser you're using, and the first link, this one that is python.org. Okay, you click it. Okay, you click it, and it's gonna take you to a website called python.org. Okay, yes, and right here you see about download. So what we want to do, we want to download Python. It shows you the latest, which is Python 3.10.2. But I know some people, you go here, download for Windows and Python 3.10.2 the latest. But some people using Windows 7, this might not work for you guys. So just go to, when you go to this download section, go to Windows, and um yes, right here you could go down. I could see other versions of Python. And for those using Windows 7 or Windows 8, you could go for Python 3.7. Yes, you could go for Python 3.7. That's gonna be better for you guys. So you see them here, release version, release date, Python 3.7. But you're using maybe because I found out that in Windows 7 it's very hard. If you download Python 3.10 or other Python 3.9 or 3.8 itself, it's very hard. But 3.7 and 3.5 doesn't disturb. So um, got all releases and Python 3.7 or 3.5. If you have a problem, please contact me. I'll find a way that I can help you fix it. Okay. So, but for this video, I'm going to be downloading Python 3.10. It's the same with all other process. So right here, if you look here, it's downloading. So yes, we're gonna wait 26 MB. We're gonna wait for that. I'm just gonna pause the video. I'm gonna finish downloading. I will pause it. Right. All right, it's downloaded right here. If you can see, it's downloaded. So we can say open, but wait first. You can click that and open and do the rest, or you can come back. So let's come back. Now we follow the instructions. After we clicked and download it, so what I did, then go to your download folder in your desktop or in your laptop to solve those. Sorry. Okay. So right here, you can go to the download side, and right here you see Python 3.10, Python 3.10.2. And double click that, and yes, right here you see, and run. Okay, so it's be running right there, and now we're gonna wait for it to finish. Okay, right here, customize installation, can you choose location, features, and everything. Yes, you have to do that. You can do that, sorry, an option, or you can install now. That's it, default. So initializing, it will need your help to allow, and yes, and then you can wait for it to it's installing, setting up the process. This is gonna take a long time, so I'm gonna pause. So right here, it has finished installing. Okay, has finished installing and at the final phase. Okay, it's done. Setup was successful. If you didn't see this, if you didn't reach here, you can contact me and I'll find a way to help you out. So now the setup was successful. All right. So I'm gonna end this and you come here. Right here. If you come here, you will see Python 3.10 module docs, IDLE and the rest. Now what we're really concerned with is this IDLE. That's like what we really need. So you open this up and um you see this. If you don't see this, please also contact me. You could, this is where you write, so let's just test it. Write our first code. So yeah, I'm skipping for you guys right now. It works. So we wrote our first line of code. If you've done this, well, congratulations, you just wrote your first line of code. So yes, we got that step out of the way. Um, Now we're done with that. We've installed it. We've chosen our desired options that's customized, and we all go through there and choose what you decide. Okay, now installing an editor. So to install an editor, we need to choose our desired editor. Okay, so I have a, what you can do, you can just come here and come and do best editor for Python. And then best, what editor should I use for Python? Pycharm. So yeah, that's Pycharm. They're different. You can, take your time and see all of these. And Vim, all the rest, bruh. Yeah, editor for Python. So you can just come and do Pycharm and yeah, Pycharm. You got it. Pycharm, the Python IDE. Go straight to download Pycharm. IDE, what does IDE mean? IDE means Integrated Development Environment. That is also another name for code editors. So right here, you see the professional for both scientific and web Python development, HTML, JS, and SQL support. And this is for pure Python development. So for this is you have to pay for it, but free trial. But this is free, so download it. Right? Of course, we all like free things. We don't like free things. All right, it's gonna be downloading now, so I'm gonna pause and wait. Oh, there's also another website you could go to, another editor we could use, which is called Visual. You could start from Visual Studio Code or VS Code. Okay, Visual Studio Code. See, it corrected me. VS Code, Visual Studio Code. Now, you could also download that one. It's also a very good code editor for different programming languages. Okay, so um Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11. That's wonderful. All right, so gonna be downloading soon, and thank you. All right, so just the code is now downloading to PyCharm. Yep, let's pause this, and thanks. So this is what we'll be working with, and wait for them to download. So I'm gonna pause the video right now and start it when they are fully downloaded. Okay, just to not to waste your time watching it download. Okay, and right out. Okay, wait for it to join. 3, 2, 1. Welcome, guys. Okay, so it's finished finally. Finally, it has finished downloading after a long time. Look at the time. Time to focus. Okay. Okay. Now, finally finished downloading, and as we did last time, we went to the download place. How we downloaded Python. Here we see VS Code user setup and Pycharm. So start with the simplest. I know VS Code. Okay, so you run, tap run when you see that, when you tap it up, just tap run, and I accept I accept the agreement, and yeah. Now create a desktop icon, add open code action to Windows Explorer file context menu. You know what, this one, just forget about it and do and so excuse me for that. Install, and that's gonna be fast. I'm gonna set up something. Don't mind what I'm doing right now. Useless. Sorry. So make sure it's still downloading. It's fast. Okay. So it will be done. Okay. And yes. So just tap this finish and wait for it to finish downloading. And once it's done, it opens up for you. Um, yes, I trust the authors. Whatever. So normally, you're supposed to see something like this. Getting started with Visual Studio Code, and yes, we finally, finally, we've set up and our first ID set up. Okay, so where were we in the so we've installed our editor of choice, but this isn't our only editor of choice. I want to show you guys, for those who are going to install Pycharm, how to install Pycharm. So right now we go to Pycharm community, this, to see that, and yes, of course, just give it time, give it time, give it time, give it time, give it time. Yes, so yes, right here it's publisher JetBrains, and so okay, and it's running now. Yes, as for our user control, user account control, it needs permission from the user to install this into the system. And next, yes, destination folder. If you don't have any other place to keep it, you see space required, space available, compatible. To create a desktop community edition. Yeah, a desktop shortcut blocking. No, do that. Then this is just so install. Yeah, this is gonna be taking for a long. This is gonna take a long time. So while we're gonna be waiting for this to install, we should go back. Okay, so installed our desired editor on our system. That's VS Code. Python is still on it. Then setting up the editor. After installing your desired editor, you can choose the settings that you feel appeals to you, or you can also leave the desired setting as it is. So go to VS Code and change some settings. Go to VS Code and change some settings. Where are you? No, you can just come to the settings. Let's say you want to change color theme. Okay, maybe you want it light. then you got it light. And also come to the color theme, most programmers are gonna code in the dark, so dark gonna be sweet, but there are also other interest in the wonderful theme. Tomorrow night blue, this is new. It's this. Okay. Or you could also do red. Yeah, I felt like red. You could also do Kimbe dark. Just check it all, anyone you like. I'm not seeing the one I like. Also come to solarize dark. That's good. But let me check Monakai diamond. Click Monakai diamond. You could also come here or solarize light or light too. I would like solarize dark. It's good, not too dark. You could now come to Explorer, open a folder, um, document, and let's create a new folder called, for the purpose of this, learn Python tutorials. Okay, select folder. Yes, it's gonna open it right here for us and create our first file. Let's go back, see what next we have to do. So setting up, after we set up the editor, choose what we, I like that. There's no need to start setting up all those things. If there's any need, I will inform you in the next what of videos to come. Then write your first line of code. Okay, we have to write our first line of code. Okay, Pycharm's ready. Just do run Pycharm edition and finish. Now, I forgot to show you guys. Now you understand we told him to show it in the desktop, right? Here it is. Visual Studio Code in the desktop, Pycharm in the desktop, and yes, I confirm I have read. I just click it. And data sharing. Yeah, send anonymous statistics, don't send anonymous statistics. NetBeans improves, please note that now data when you send it source code, file names, send anonymous statistics. No, that's in this in a while. So good, new, back to Visual Studio Code. Okay. So we even have get started with Python development. These guys are good, okay. But let's come back. Wow, let's get back to the main reason we are here. Okay, just click and let's call this hello.py. See. All right. We create a new file and call it hello.py. .py is the Python extension. Since we downloaded Python, if we don't have Python, it won't work. But since we downloaded Python, it works. And let's write our first line of code. Save that. We come here where we run it and click it, and right here it should, hello world. Congratulations, once more you have written your first line of code. So if you also come here, you can click it, but because there's nothing else to do, just it's too fast. So well, just down here, cmd, and just hello world. Thank you for your time. That's wonderful. So now we're done with this and we'll be moving on to the next, which is Pycharm. How are you going to use Pycharm? We've done the basics of Visual Studio Code, okay? All right, so I'm going to show you Pycharm next. And all right, for Pycharm, you've got this. Take an onboard tour. You can start a tour, for the sake of goodness, let's just start a tour, loading component, preparing workspace, all the rest. So good. Creating a virtual environment for us and all of that. It's wonderful. So let's go back to so you guys should either install Visual Studio Code or Pycharm on your system because that's what I'm going to be using most of the times to talk, when I'm creating the videos. Of course, on the next video, I'll start teaching you, coding with Python. It's going to be more than this print hello world. This is just the basics. All right, so we've set up our editor. We've written our first line of code, print hello world, of course. Well, that's all for this slide. Now, just want to enter into the main thing. So, okay, so Pycharm is setting up for us and click the project to open project. Okay, click expand the project directory to view project files from here and welcome.py. They created all this for you. Sorry, much clicking and learn. Which to learn to continue this lesson. So Pycharm has already configured the Python interpreter for you. So Pycharm kind of presets up everything for you, even the file is set up for you. Okay, time for feedback. So okay, so I'm gonna start with a new project, get from VCS or others. So you've done the author, you can customize according to what you like. Color theme, you can light, you can go high contrast, you can go IntelliJ light, you can go Dracula. Okay, sync with OS, you can sync with your OS, you can the fonts, um you can also add some other things. Plugins now, plugins, these are like extra things or extra dependencies you can install with your, when you're working on other kind of projects that has to go far more than Python, basics of Python and other small projects. You can install all of these. So yeah, they've even pre-installed some things for us, languages, they've installed their settings, they've installed the themes, they've installed GitHub. We'll learn about that in later videos. We've installed other tools that will help to speed up our coding. So you can start learning basic shortcuts and things in the IDE Pycharm. So put a new project. So where is this going to be located? Yes, but you can also switch it up. You come here and Python and Python tutorials. Good. And we could do other things. Yes, we can also like let's say a new project. Let's call this my first project. Okay, my first project, and we could use the new environment. Get into that. New environments are like where I can store your as in the the modules you use, that is the things you use to help your code run better, faster, to simplify your work. We'll get into those in later videos. So okay. Um Basically this is the base interpreter, the Python we installed and other things. Just create that's creating a new project for us. All right, take some time, and to avoid accident. These are really great things, the tip of the day, really good to read them through. to avoid accidentally removing breakpoints, you can choose to remove them by dragging them from, and you get used to this. These things really help if you are really into Python when you get to know it well. So now automatically in Pycharm, it creates a main.py file for you. Okay, main.py. I remember .py is Python extension. There are other things, other type of extension that work with Python, but .py is the basic Python extension. Other programming languages have their own. JavaScript have .js. You have for HTML and CSS markup language, you have .html, and then for CSS you have .css and the rest. Okay, so now it's giving us a basic. We can run this to see what happens. Hi Pycharm, because this is what they did in the code for us. It's just a sample Python script, and we'll get to this. So let's get into code. Print hello world. Okay, now if you notice, when we are working with the IDLE in Python, you notice something. Open it up right here for you. Notice something right here. It was print brackets. Didn't see? Noticing something? Works like that, but here it is. Once I open the bracket, it closes it automatically. Once I the quotes, it closes it automatically. My next video, I'm going to explain all of this, what the print means, the hello world, everything means, and I'm going to explain it very well so you guys would understand. So yes, we've done this right here. I see it highlights all these errors to me. That's the sweet thing about these code editors. It tells you where you're making a mistake. And don't forget to always save Control S. It's always very safe to save, because if you don't save your work, it can all be lost. Run it. Hello world. You can also do hello world. Welcome to the second video of Learn Python. Ooh, mistake here. Okay, and sorry, this video is very long. It needs to be long so that you guys need to understand um these basic concepts. So just how to install Python, and so reviewed how to install Python. We installed the Python software. This is the basics for learning programming with Python, because you always need it. And also install other things, but Python is you always need Python for the .py extension. Install an editor, and then set up the editor and write your first line of code. Congratulations to all of you. Okay, so now I'll show you here. See that my first project created in Pycharm created, and there are some .idea, that is like the settings for the project, and .venv, and this is the project we created. So right, let's run those. Jamin.py. Hello world, welcome to the second video of Learn Python. So thanks for sticking by, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.